Tuesday night baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of three between the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. Dylan Bundy gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, Dylan Bundy's come a long way. It wasn't that long ago where he went to camp and he had to make the team coming out of spring training. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from Oklahoma, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good overhand 12-6 curveball and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He's turned himself into one of the league's premier pitchers.
Stepping into the box, Paulo Orlando, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in winners of two straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
3-0 now. And that misses as well, so that might portend some trouble tonight as he begins the game with 4 wide ones.
In the second spot, shortstop.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ball game back on Sunday. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's just 1 for 6. Strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio as he sends it on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. 1 left for Kansas City. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Jake Junis, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes. And two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets.
Leading off for the Orioles, the second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Here comes the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today. Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
This is line to left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Here's Manny Machado now. It was a 2-for-5 effort from him in the series finale on Sunday. First pitch of the at-bat. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Machado, a native Floridian. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy out.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Marisnick is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting third, center fielder, Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He homered in the series finale back on Sunday. Here's the pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
The ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones. The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Butera corrals it. And the throw to first ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So next to the plate for the Royals, Cheslor Cuthbert, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus on Adam Jones. There's 3 things in this world that are guarantees: death, taxes, and Adam Jones. You can pencil him in a $155 center field, 280, 25, and 80.
Here's Jake Marisnick. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's 1 for 4. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. But Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Marisnick is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. The 1-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center. And he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Into the box, Drew Butera. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. A ball and a strike. In the dirt here. The throw will go to third. And oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Line drive to center field. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run will score, and the Royals are off to a 1-0 lead. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded. But the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Stepping in now, Ramon Torres, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Torres is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-1.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. The Royals do strike for a run here on the RBI triple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Royals. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Here's Chris Davis now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 1-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Paulo Orlando reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. And the fastball is low and inside as he's got to back up to avoid that one.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
1-1 the count. Hit the other way out toward right field. Rasmus has a read on it. 1 down. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Striding in once again, Alcides Escobar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. swing and a flare hit toward right. Schoop ranging into shallow right. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Whit Merrifield next to hit, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Escobar, base runner at first with one out. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Jones is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jorge Bonifacio.
Ready for another chance. Jorge Bonifacio, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it's a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ball 1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. High pop-up. And Beckham will tuck this one away, and the inning is over. Royals strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. Stepping up now, Tim Beckham, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Pitch on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, They really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
The count's 21.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Ready now for Baltimore, Jonathan Schoop. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. With runners in scoring position this season, Schoop is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game. Throw into third. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
The shortstop, number 13, Manny Machado.
Digging in to try it again. Manny Machado. First offering on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And this one's in the dirt. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from Baltimore after this. Here's Jake Marisnick. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Center fielder number 6, Jake Marisnick.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Orioles Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves of late. Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, Gordon on his way to second now. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And his total for the year puts him 4th on the Royals ball club. Now at the plate, Drew Butera. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at bat. He's set and the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Jones is under it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Royals, first baseman, Ramon Torres.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ramon Torres. First time up, he went down looking. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Gordon stands at second with 2 gone. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Jones is calling for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Royals leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Adam Jones gets set to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Hit hard on the ground to short, and no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a
strike. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to Trumbo.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Trumbo awaiting the 3-1. Takes this the other way to right. Orlando is there, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. And he is in there.
Third baseman, number 1, Beckham.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. From the stretch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. This is lifted out to left. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right
there. In now, Colby Rasmus. As they'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Line drive, fair ball down the line. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Like catcher number 36, Caleb Joseph.
At the plate, Caleb Joseph. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Orioles 3 and the Royals 1. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Liner toward right center. Jones patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Dribbled up the line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Ready once again, Whit Merrifield. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Count still at 1-2. Bounce down the third baseline. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Up next for the Royals.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Bonifacio. Last time through was a base hit, and the runner will get back standing. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Merrifield at second with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. Schoop is there, and the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. 1 left for Kansas City. Score holds. It's 3-1. Here's Jonathan Schoop now as we move past the halfway point.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Orlando's under it. 1 down.
The shortstop, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
The 1-1 home is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And a cold strike on the outside corner there. It's full now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Digging in once again, Mark Trumbo. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Heading out toward shallow right. Orlando's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles, and it's still 3-1. Michael Givens takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 60, Michael Givens.
Ready for another shot now. Cheslor Cuthbert. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer. Givens, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Center fielder number 6, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He's grounded out. and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Alex Gordon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And he lays off for ball 1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Royals go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Kansas City, number 63, Seth Manning.
Stepping in, Trey Mancini. He'll start.
Leading off for the Orioles, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Here's the first pitch to him. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Hit in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. 1 away.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
So coming to the plate, Chris Davis. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One and one.
Outside.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll get in there safely.
Third baseman, number 1, Tim Beckham.
Striding into the box. He's set. Here it comes. In the dirt, and now let's see. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
Wow, 1 pitch ago he had only given up a single, but that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Marisnick is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, Right fielder, Colby Rasmus.
In now for the O's, Colby Rasmus. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Darren O'Day is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
So digging in now, Butera, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate. And he's able to lay off here as it moves to 2-1 now on the Royal backstop. A bouncer to the left side. Beckham right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Royals, first baseman, Ramon Torres.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Ramon Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Sent on the ground out to second. Schoop has it, and that's the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. He's set, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. And Jones will make the catch, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Digging in to try it again.
Leading off for the Orioles, catcher Caleb Joseph.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
The second baseman, number 6.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. That's wide, 2-0. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. 2-2.
We're going to count 2-2.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Merrifield scoops it up, and there are 2 away now.
The shortstop, number 13, Manny Machado.
Ready for another shot now. First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as the lead remains 3-1. Brad Brach has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35, Brad Brach.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Here's the first pitch to him. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Beckham. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Ready once again, Whit Merrifield. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Another 1-2 delivery. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. So far 2 for 3 in this one. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. On the ground to third. Beckham takes it in. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Well, the Royals draw one closer thanks to this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Orioles 3 and the Royals 2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Kansas City, number 61, Kevin McCarthy.
Riding in once again, Adam Jones.
Leading off for the Orioles, center fielder, Adam Jones.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The batter, left fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. From the stretch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Jones leads off first with 1 away. Sharp ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Zach Britton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Britton.
Ready for another chance?
Now for the Royals.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Now playing left field, number 23.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Britton, 30 years of age. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a sinker that misses for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now this crowd announced that around 33,000 come to their feet. This is on the ground over the first. And that is through into right field for a single.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Into the box now, Ramon Torres. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Row, is to get that 1, 2, 3, 9th inning. 2 base hits in a row right now. And this is where you really have to make some good pitches. It's never easy pitching the 9th inning, and this is an indication of that right here.
Into the box, Paulo Orlando. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Orioles have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the 9th, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Dylan Bundy notches his 3rd win of the year. Zach Britton records the save, his 14th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Kansas City, 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway station. MTA Light Rail Service will provide extra trains of the Penn Camden Shuttle and can be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards Light Rail Station.